Hello everyone, welcome to Jnanashakti Subrahmanya Devasthana. So this is in the area called as Pavanje, which is in the outskirts of Mangalore, and this is a very powerful temple because here the Subrahmanya is known for his Jnanashakti. Jnanashakti means knowledge, so knowledge giver. So whoever is getting less marks in exam, whoever is poor in studies, not able to remember, poor memory, they can come to this temple to increase their memory capacity, increase their knowledge, to become smart, intelligent. So for all that Ajna Chakra related stuff, you can come to this temple. And also you have to know that Subramania's story goes like this. That is, Subramanya is the son of Lord Shiva himself. Lord Shiva and Maha Parvati's biological son. Whereas Ganapati is not a biological son. Parvati created Ganapati out of clay, whereas Subramanya is Shiva and Parvati's own biological son. So what happened was Shiva and Parvati, out of curiosity to see which son has more wisdom, what they did was they did a contest. So in that contest what they told was, whoever spins around the world one time will get the magical fruit. So what Ganapati did was he just revolved around his own parents, that is Shiva and Parvati, whereas Subramanya revolved around the entire world and came back to get the magical fruit. And the contest was won by Ganapati because Ganapati told them that his own parents are his entire world, and that's why revolving around his own parents is equal to revolving around the entire world. So that is why the magical fruit was given to the Ganapati and not Subramanya. And Subramanya, out of rage, he left Kailasha Parvata. He was disappointed on his parents and he left Kailasha Parvata. Then he went to the South Indian side. And while going to the South Indian side, Indra, out of concern about Tarakasura, he requested Subramanya to kill the demons that are disturbing the Swargaloka. So what Subramanya did was he used his anger, he used his disappointment that he lost in the contest. He used that frustration to kill Tarakasura. So he went to Indra's abode and he killed Tarakasura, and Swargaloka was again peaceful without Tarakasura's disturbance. Because Tarakasura, the demon, got the boon of Brahma, boon from Brahma, that he can be only killed by Shiva's biological son. So Subramanya was the only person who could kill Tarakasura. And that's why Subramanya went to Swarga to win the war. And after winning the war, Indra, out of his love for Subramanya, he gave his own daughter, that is Devasena, for marriage. And that's how Subramanya and Devasena got married in Swargaloka. So even after defeating Tarakasura in the Swargaloka, he still had that frustration about losing the contest against Ganapati. And that's why he came to the South Indian side for penance. So first he went to the Kukke Subramanya. There Vasuki requested him to protect the snake community, that is the Naga community, against Garuda, because there was a lot of disturbance from Garuda, that is the eagles, against the snake community. And that's why Vasuki requested Subramanya to visit that place and protect all the Nagas. And that's why Subramanya came to the Kukke Subramanya temple and he protected all the Nagas there. And that is what is famous there in Kukke Subramanya. It is known for getting rid of Naga Dosha and all. And also here Pavanje, there were a lot of people facing Naga Dosha because there was a lot of Nagas here. And that's why some people like sages were not able to meditate also. And that's why the sages requested Narada for calling Subramanya. And Narada, out of concern about the sages who are trying to meditate, Narada called Subramanya to visit this Pavanje place. And finally Subramanya came to Pavanje and he did some rituals to calm down the Nagas, due to which whoever is facing Naga Dosha, Sarpa Dosha comes to Pavanje to seek Subramanya's blessing and get rid of their Naga Dosha. So this place is very well known for that cause, that is getting rid of Naga Dosha. And also after all that, he learned to achieve Samadhi from Agastya Muni. That is, Agastya Muni taught him all the knowledge to attain Shiva again. So basically, Shiva means nothing but the samadhi state, that is the vibrationless, thoughtless state. So Agastya Muni, that is one of the Saptarishis, taught him how to achieve that state again. And Subramanya, leaving all his ego related to the contest, related to the war, what he did was he did penance in Palani area in Tamil Nadu. And in that area, he achieved samadhi again. He fell in love with Shiva again. That is, initially, he was little bit frustrated with his parents because they didn't give him the magical fruit which he deserved. They gave it to Ganapati, and this triggered some kind of ego inside him, and that's why he had to meditate in order to reach Shiva again. So what this story tells us is that if we have ego inside our heart, we can never reach Shiva. So if we have ego, the Kundalini gets blocked in the Manipura chakra. So in order to transcend our ego, we must let go of all the anger, all the frustration, all the disappointments that we have on ourselves. We should know that this character belongs to this realm itself. It doesn't belong to the Sadashiva state. The Sadashiva state does not have any characters. It does not have any storylines. It does not have any thoughts. So to reach Shiva again, we have to leave this character. So that's what we learn from the story of Subramanya. Subramanya got married with Devasena. He also married Valli. He fought against Tarakasura. He visited Kukke Subramanya, Pavanje to get rid of Naga Dosha, Sarpa Dosha. So all these are Leela. All these are storylines. Finally to reach Shiva again. He started from Shiva and he ended with Shiva. So what it means is that between Shiva and Shiva, there is one story. That story is nothing but Leela or Shakti. So that is what happened. His Kundalini got blocked out of ego, and finally again his Kundalini got opened. Then he achieved Samadhi. So this is what we learn from Subramanya's story. So his life, we can relate it with ourselves also. Our life is also like that only. We sometimes fall in love, we sometimes go to war, then we sometimes get blocked by our own ego, disturbed by our own ego. And finally, when we realize that we are nothing but Shiva, we reach Samadhi. So this is like basically our own story, told in terms of the divine nature. So let us all learn from Subramanya and leave this character's ego and finally achieve Samadhi. So now let us take the blessing of this divine being who is the biological son of Shiva and Shakti. Om Kartikeya Subrahmanyaya Namaha. Om Kartikeya Subrahmanyaya Namaha. Om Kartikeya Subrahmanyaya Namaha. Om Naga Brahmaya Namaha. Om Naga Brahmaya Namaha. Om Naga Brahmaya Namaha. Jnanashakti skanda Valli Kalyana Sundara Devasena Mana Kanta Kartikeya Namostute. Om Subramanyaya Namaha. Jnanashakti skanda Valli Kalyana Sundara Devasena Mana Kanta Kartikeya Namostute. Om Subramanyaya Namaha. Om Subramanyaya Namaha. Hello everyone, now we are at the front of Jnanashakti Subrahmanya temple. We took the blessing of Subramanya. We did our mantra japa, that is Jnanashakti skanda Valli Kalyana Sundara Devasena Mana Kanta Kartikeya Namostute Om Subramanyaya Namaha. So in this sloka you can see that there is the mention of both his wives, that is Devasena and Valli. So Devasena is the daughter of Indra who married Subramanya out of his courage. That is when Subramanya defeated Tarakasura. Devasena was impressed and she married Subramanya in the Swargaloka. Whereas Valli is a tribal girl, she married Subramanya out of love. That is what happened was Ganapati acted like a wingman. That is, he became an elephant, wild elephant in the tribal village of Valli, and he just scared Valli so that Valli will run away and take the protection of an old man. And Subramanya, dressed as an old man, he protected Valli, and Valli fell in love with Subramanya. So Ganesha acted like a wingman for Subramanya. Then Subramanya married the tribal girl Valli. So that was the story of love story of Valli and Subramanya. And also this temple is called as Jnanashakti Subrahmanya because this Subramanya is told to give us intelligence, smartness, and Ajna Chakra power. So basically this Subramanya is used for Ajna Chakra activation, that is intuition, intelligence, smartness, all Ajna Chakra related stuff. So this is the Subramanya I invoke in my students also. Whenever I do initiation of the 18 mantras in the Kundalini Sadhana program, I initiate the mantra of Jnanashakti Subrahmanya itself. So whenever I do initiation, the 10 minutes of the initiation, right, I request this Jnanashakti Subrahmanya to come to the student's house and place his thumb on their Ajna Chakra so that their Ajna Chakra will get activated. So every initiation session, before I initiate the mantra, I raise the Kundalini of the student, then I give the mantra. Because if I give the mantra directly, the student will not fetch direct results, accurate results. So that's why what I do is I raise the Kundalini of the student first, and while raising the Kundalini from Mooladhara, that is Ganapati, till Sahasrara, that is Vishnu Shodashi, in the middle, that is Ajna Chakra, I invoke Jnanashakti Subrahmanya and I take his blessings. I request him to come to student's house and place his finger on their Ajna Chakra. So this way Ajna Chakra will get activated. That is, one is Chinnamasta and another is Subramanya. And also we have a Maha Ganapati temple there. So now let us go to the Maha Ganapati temple. So this way is the Maha Lingeshwara Maha Ganapati temple. So let us go there. Some kind of construction going on. The Mantapa. Oh, here is Durga Parameshwari temple. So basically the mother of Kartikeya Subrahmanya. And now let us go to his wingman, Maha Ganapati. I also brought my Kali, which I showed in my previous video. So my Kali, my girlfriend, is getting to roam many temples in Mangalore and outskirts of Mangalore. This is what I dreamed in US, to take my Kali everywhere. Maha Ganapati Manasa Smarami Maha Ganapati. So these are the temple corridors. We are taking the clockwise turn of the temple. Hello everyone. Now we have climbed from the stairs and we have reached the Maha Lingeshwara temple. There is Shiva's temple. So behind this temple is the Maha Ganapati temple. So first we will take the blessing from the father, the divine masculine father. Then we will go to his son Ganapati. So here the Subramanya is the main temple, below Pavanje. Above is Ganapati and Shiva. And in the middle you will get Durga Parameshwari temple. So now let us go inside the Shiva temple. Then we will go to the Ganapati temple. Now we are at the Maha Ganapati temple. As you can see there, it's almost closed. It's dark here. And this is the wingman of Kartikeya Subrahmanya. So let us take the blessing of the wingman so that he will be wingman for us also. He will become an elephant and he will attack our crushes so that we can protect them and act like saviors. So now we have completed visiting Maha Lingeshwara temple and Maha Ganapati temple. Now we are going back to the Durga Parameshwari and Jnanashakti Subrahmanya. So this area was filled with the Nagas, and due to some kind of dosha, the Saptarishis requested Narada Muni to come to Pavanje and protect the sages from the Nagas. So Vasuki was the king of Nagas, and the sages requested Narada Muni to request Subramanya and protect people from the Nagas. So Narada Muni requested Subramanya to come here and protect the people from the Nagas. So that is why people come here to get rid of their Naga Dosha. So this is the Durga Parmeshwari temple. So if you see the structure of this area, you realize that the mother is in the middle of the son and the father. So father is above, the mother is here, and the son is here. So one son is here and another son is above and mother is in the middle. So finally we have completed visiting all the temples, that is Jnanashakti Subrahmanya, Maha Lingeshwara, Maha Ganapati and Durga Parmeshwari temple. You guys also can visit this temple if you are seeking the blessings for knowledge or for intuitive powers or Ajna Chakra activation or smartness in general. You can visit this temple and do some puja or sadhana so that your intellect will increase. So usually people come here to get good marks in exam and score well in 12th, 10th or engineering, and this is the best spot for increasing your intelligence and memory power. So I hope this video has brought some light to your consciousness. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. Jai Mahakal.